So we start off our day at Washington Square Mall because my girl wants to do some shopping, get a bite to eat before the match starts tonight. So we start off in the local shop that I recognize because of the new WNBA team, the logos. We stopped there for some hats, and there was a Timbers fan there. And they don't sell much Timber stuff, as you can see, but they do have Sophia Wilson display. That was cool. They do have Portland Thorns memorabilia and timber stuff, but it go to show you that they don't have my size. They never have my size. It'd be nice if they can get a 3X, but they never have my size. They have plenty of larges, plenty of smalls, and they do have a large assortment of stuff at Dick's Sporting Goods, which the mall does not have anything. They had one hat, Portland Portland Timbers hat, and I had to ask where that was. So I am happy that Dick's Sporting Goods does sell a large array of PTFC gear. I just wish that it was in my size. I would love to get a bunch of stuff, but they don't sell it in my size, and I refuse to look like I don't know how to dress myself in public. But we do run into the great Dyron Aspria at the mall. We get a few minutes with him. Get a photo with him and my mom. Great guy, great guy.
That's Dyron Aspria. You're one of my favorites. One of my favorite soccer players ever. Like you. Thank you for all the memories. The bicycle kick was really good. Muchas gracias. Wow.
Wow, Dyron.
It's me. He likes that.
Dude. I thank you. You're such an amazing player, and I thank you for all that you did for us. So, we're season ticket holders to go all the games. Very, very grateful for you. City of Portland loves you. Anytime, you're the man. You are the man everywhere you go. And wow, Dyron Aspria in the house. Muchas gracias, amigo. Muchas gracias.
So he was wonderful. And even
Dyron
some other
Aspria.
fans caught him. Wasn't sure if it was him, but they saw me talking to him, so they knew it was him.
Muchas
Oh
gracias,
man, he
amigo.
was
Muchas
so
gracias.
cool. He was so awesome.
Dyron. Dyron.
Fan favorite for show.
I'm like,
Nervous.
dude, that's
That's my man.
that's Dyron Aspria. I'm like, we're on our way to the game, and I'm like,
Because he's going to be there.
yeah, he'll be there. He's the 11.
Yeah.
Can't even talk straight.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just
Seeing Dyron.
wow.
It was meant to be. I know. I was like, is it him? I was like, oh. And then you
I had to point. I'm like,
right. And you have him on your shirt.
he's one of my favorite. I love Dyron. Dyron is.
100%.
I can't. I'm surprised he doesn't speak much English, but I'm like, I learned Spanish just so I can talk to the
There
players.
you go.
But wow, ain't that something?
So Dyron was hella cool. But on our way out, we see this dope ass car, so I had to get it a little bit. Maybe one day, get one. But we wait for the Max, and here it comes. Max is always the best way to get to the game. Park at Sunset. It's free. Get on the Max. It's free. And on a day like this, it was a gorgeous day out in Portland. And we still run into Minnesota fans. Minnesota. And of course, I have to make sure she was telling the truth. Like, I can't believe it. Minnesota fans. But we get there on a glorious day, like I said, and they have the ropes up early for the TIFO. They had the the MLS biggest TIFO ever in the history. It was really cool, really cool. They did a really good job. For you that don't know, they hand paint them things. They make them. It is amazing. They do a great job. Whoever you guys that work on the TIFOs, much props for all the hard work that you do in providing the excitement that we have, because we look forward to the tifos, and then I get talked to by some fans, and they noticed that I had a an Alien Day scarf on. They were wondering how I got it, and got us talking about how they don't supply enough stuff for the fans. Like the Alien Day scarf sold out in like 5 minutes. Becky Sauerbrunn scarf, 5 minutes. Christine St. Clair, 5 minutes. And we're just discussing about how they just don't provide us enough stuff to, I mean, so shirts and stuff that aren't big enough. He has the same problem with things that things aren't big enough. So, and I'm talking to him about how we where the players that aren't assigned that aren't going to play in the game, they sit in section 96 over by where we sit for the girls. A lot of people don't know that, and so occasionally you can catch some players that are non-rostered down in section 96 and see them. So, but we're talking about how just things, just we wish that sometimes they would just get better PR, public relationships, at least hear us. I know I say it to them all the time. They don't make clothes our size. They know it. I just don't know why they don't see it and help us out, get better stuff. I would love to represent more Portland stuff, but not everybody has the luxury of drawing their own and making their own clothes. But for those of you who don't know, I do make my own clothes. Holla at me. I'll make you something dope. But other than that, you're just gonna if you're above a 2X, it's not gonna fit you. Telling you that now. So that's what we're talking about. Um, as I'm walking by, it's Jack Jewsbury, the man himself, just chilling, just walking like it ain't no thing. In Portland, that's just how it is. They just got celebrities all over the place, and people are just they did the same thing I'm doing, taking a double take. Man, is that Jack? Well, yes, that's Jack, man. That's him. So I run into my home girl, Jen. Jen sits next to us, and so I get her to get a picture of me and Jack. So we get a couple moments together. He's a hella cool dude. Really appreciated his time. We did appreciate everything he did for us, getting that title. Uh, and so I wait for him. He's getting some pizza with his family, so I wait for him to come by, and so I talk to Jen and wait for us to get a picture with Jack. So this is my picture with Jack. Got a few of them. Luckily, she took a few pictures. So as we're waiting, getting this pizza.
Not as big as this man right here. Would you do me the honor and taking a picture with me? I ran into Dyron at the mall, and then now you. We want to tell you from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate all that you did for us. Thank you, man. And that you still do, and that you show up. Thank you. We appreciate you. More than you know, man.
So yeah, man, hella cool ass dude. Man, just walked right by me. It was like, man, I'm very surprised. I recognized him. I never saw him play. He had already stopped playing by the time I got season tickets, and so I'm more amazed that I recognized him.
But Eric, I have nothing but nice things to say about Eric. Eric was
And this is I learned last week that this guy sits next to us. And last week I wore my Eric and Kelly shirt, and he told me that he lives next door. Eric owns the home. Eric and Kelly own the home next door to him, and he mentioned that he ran into somebody that was wearing his shirt, and he's like, "I know that guy," because I told him like Eric signed a bunch of my stuff. Eric's a hella cool dude, and he's like, so he wants a shirt, so he gave me his information, so I can send Eric a shirt from one of my collections, him and Kelly. So shout out to him for hooking it up with Eric. And then we get to the game started, and for some reason, the goalie took a little too long holding the ball in the beginning, and for the rest of the day, they booed him. They booed him relentlessly all game. Every time he touched the ball, they booed him. They say there's no pity in the Rose City, but that was pity, 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 pity. Uh, the way that every time he touched the ball, it was hilarious. But we got the players after the ceremony at halftime, and we get Diego Char into the game, and right after that they score. And I thought 77th minute 1-0. It wasn't looking good, so there's my face because not very happy. But then this turns my frown upside down. Cristiano Paredes, baby. Spoiler alert, he did it again a couple hours ago, but he got the goal, the equalizer. Oh, man, we needed that goal. Couldn't get a third straight loss. Timbers Army's going crazy. Like I said, 93rd minute, stoppage time. So very, 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 very thankful that we got that goal, man. I didn't want to leave losing yet another game. So 1-1 tie, but got the 1 point. Very, very much needed 1 point. Gets back on track. Um, and we final whistle. We get our point. One, and so we get our walk around. Was one of my favorite parts of the day, especially when we don't lose, and they're always in a much better mood when they walk around, and so they're collecting. Prentice collecting his log for his goal. Wish Max would have got a shutout like he did today. Spoiler alert again. We beat LA, so that's what's up. Making this afterwards. But as we leave, we go to get on the Max like a normal day, but it's not a normal night for that the Max breaks down. So we get on the Max like usual, but then they let us know that they're having some problems. And so on cue, my mom tells me, at least we don't have to walk to Goose Hollow. And then on cue, we got to walk to Goose Hollow. So we walked down the Goose Hollow again. This is the second time this year that we've had problems with the Max. So we walked down, and you can hear my voice. I'm not happy walking this far because I'm fat and out of shape. But we do it anyways. We get up, and then they tell us that the Max broke down again, the one at Goose Hollow. So we have to go across the street and get on a bus to take us to another street so that we can catch the Max to go. And then as we go across the street, the Max car comes and picks up people and takes them to Sunset. And we're like, hey, man, you said you weren't going that way. They're like, well, they are now. So we wait in line again to get on the Max at Goose Hollow. So we finally get on, and the dude next to us was hilarious. Thank you for providing some humor in our night. That a normal 15-minute ride from the Max at Providence to Sunset is about 15 minutes. It's 3 stops. Tonight it took almost 2 hours to get home after the match ended. From the time the match ended until the time it took us to get to McMinnville, it took us a good over 2 hours, but at least we didn't lose. People were in a much better mood, and because of that, we had a good night. We got home, and until the next time, we are PDX Superfan, and we out.